You know, the guitar strap thing just doesn't work sitting in this chair because, you know, it's just, I don't know what to do. And I've been using these picks, these Dunlap wedges. Still in 0.73 mm's, like the yellow guys that I always use. Itchy ear. But I kind of like these white picks. All right.
Now what a doofus.
We did some adjustment of the camera. I think we're better off now. See my camera crew, my lighting crew. I got V-Man, Dr. Shank. Rick Beato's got a whole gang of people. I don't know what to do. Rick, can you help me out? Okay, we've got our Fender Telecaster. Tex is this one's nickname. He was purchased right off the wall at a music store. It's nice, the jumbo fret kind. Jumbo Freddy. Jumbo Freddy. Oh, I had a friend, Freddy. Jumbo Freddy. Oh. Okay, position number 3 in the pentatonic scale. We've been working out a G minor. So, where does that bring us? We've got position 1 that we always revert to, and we're keeping that in the background. You know, where the notes are, where the 1, the 4, the 5, the roots, the big stretches, the boxes that are in position 1, and we'll revert back to position 1 as we learn position 3. I've been taking the Claritins. My allergies have been bugging me. I shan't complain though, right, Dr. Shank?
What's that? Was that Pepto-Bismol?
Now, position 3 is nothing to sneeze about. Okay, in position 1, if you remember, we had a box right here. We had those first 2 notes, and then we had this box of index to ring finger stretches from the 3rd to the 5th fret. And that box was these 3 strings, the A string, the D string, and the G string. So it sounds and looks like this. Okay? And again, like we said earlier, once you have something here that you know in position 1, you can revert to it, and it's all movable. Go back to it, find it up here, and you got the same structures and rules apply. So we did position 1. We did the position 2 up here with the blues box. And position 3, well gosh. There's that blues box. And we even talked about the B.B. King blues box, I think, and, you know, Cousin Freddie and Albert. So first off, let's take this box. Those 3 strings, well, position 3 borrows from them, and this first is a C to a D, an F to a G, B flat to C. Well, by golly, we've covered in position 1 here, we covered the B flat to the C. And what did we just say? This box begins with a C, and it happens to end with a C. That box is right here in position 3 on the E string, the A string, and the D string. So it's right here. See? That simple rule, the way the guitar is laid out, since that repeats here, that covers what? 3 strings in position 3 that we already know. Okay, so if you're in G minor here, we know that, and then you can think of it as a C, you can think of it as the 4th. Well, when we start on that C, which is the 4th, we've got do-do, index, 2 ring finger stretches in a box of 3 strings. So right here, boom, 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 and right here. And it doesn't necessarily have to be the 1 to 3 finger. You can use a 2 to a 4. Okay, a 1 to a 2, depending upon the fingerings.
Fuba!
Okay, so that covers 3 strings, and this position 3 won't take too long, okay? We've got 3 strings covered. Well, we said C to D. It's right here. C to D in position 1, C to D in position 3. Well, we know that these 2 E strings carry the same notes, right? So there's a C to a D. Now we have covered 4 strings in position 3. Okay? Which is kind of, it's easy to remember. So we're in G, okay? We've got a C to a D, C being the 4th, and then we go up in that little box. Okay, we're covered up to there, and we've got another C up here. C to D. 4 strings covered out of 6. Now for the B string and the G string, when we were working in position 1, we went over a rule that said an interval that's true in G minor pentatonic. The D, this D note here on the A string, 5th fret, we always have that big stretch, 1.5 steps, a whole step plus a half step. So it's a G it's a D up to an F. Remember? And the G stretches up to B flat. Same. That's the rules, okay? We've got a big stretch for the root and a big stretch for the 5, which is the D. They're here. Okay. They're here. That's our G to B flat, and we've got a D to an F and a D to an F. Okay, so we've got this E string, C to D. We've got that blues box down here in position 2. Well, looky here. Let's see if we pick this blues box apart, which has our B and our G string right here. If we look at it, there's a G right in that blues box. And what did we say about G? It stretches all the way up to a B flat. Okay? That covers our B string. That is position 3. So we've got C to D, we've got G to B flat, and look right here on this G string, part of that blues box in position 2 is a D, our 5 on G, okay? G being 1, A, B, C, D being 5. So this 7th fret D, stretch it up the whole step plus a half step to get to your D to an F. That's it. Why don't you all just wake me up when it's over? Oh. So we've got this box right here, gone from C to D. that box, which is replicated from position 1. And if we go up to the E string, we've got the C to D, and then we've got this G up to the B flat. So it's a little tricky here, and I will show this up close because you're going, if you're playing it the way most folks play it as far as the fingerings go, ring to index, okay, that would be D to a C, D, C, B flat to G, F, down to D, and then our box. So shape-wise, it's not as symmetrical maybe as form 1, but it does have the box, which covers 3 strings, and then it has the other C to a D, which covers 4 strings, and then your big stretches on the B and the G string. So let's give an up-close look as to what form 3 looks like, G minor pentatonic. And one of the reasons I like this box is because this form is you can do this kind of thing. Well, that's it, form 3. I don't know, I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to dig too much further into it. I think if you just keep to those basic connecting dots, the box, the big stretches, and the C to D on the E string, that about covers it. And one other little helpful hint maybe is if we've been looking back to forms, but if you look ahead, this is form 3 we're talking about here. If you look up to form 4, which we'll talk about in the next episode of these, 2 blues licks in 5 minutes connecting the dots. But form 4, we're talking G minor pentatonic. Form 4 has that little, and this, okay, that shape, you're rooted right here in the G on the 12th fret, and this middle finger is that note, okay, that portion of form 3, that G to the B flat. So, you're sandwiched here in between form 2 and form 4 for form 3. You don't always have to think to connect these dots. You don't have to think of what's before. You can always think of what's ahead. And we'll talk about that more when we go over position number 4. Okay. Hope these connecting the dots episodes are helping y'all out. If you have questions or comments, please write them in, pencil them in below. Gosh, I'm starting to talk like Tex, 2-star Tex.
Well, what's the matter? You got a turd in your pocket?